What if I told you that the food sitting quietly on your plate, yes, the same food you've probably eaten 100 times without a second thought, could be your secret weapon against one of the most common cancers facing men over 50? Think about that for a second. Every bite, every sip, every snack you casually enjoy throughout your day, might be doing more than just filling you up. It might be fighting for you, protecting you, even healing you, without you ever realizing it. Now, let me ask you something personal. Have you ever looked at a friend, maybe someone your age, and wondered, why is he still full of energy, still sharp, still going strong, while others around him are dealing with health scares, doctor visits, even prostate cancer? It makes you think, doesn't it? Because it's not always just about luck. Sometimes, it's about small choices. Simple, everyday things, like what you eat. And the truth is, we don't talk about this enough. As men age, especially after 50, prostate health becomes this quiet worry in the back of your mind. We don't bring it up at lunch. We don't talk to our sons about it. And too often, we wait until something feels wrong before we pay attention. But what if we didn't wait? What if prevention wasn't complicated? What if it wasn't expensive, or painful, or scary? What if it started right in your kitchen, with real food? That's what we're diving into today. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 powerful foods that researchers say may help protect your prostate, foods that are natural, accessible, and might already be in your home right now. Some of them you've probably heard about, but I promise, 1 or 2 are going to make you pause and say, really? That too? And I want you to stick around till the end, because I'll also share a simple way to start adding these into your routine without flipping your whole diet upside down. So let me ask you, have you already started eating with your health in mind? If you have, drop a comment below that says, I'm here. Let's show each other we're serious about living better, not just longer. And if you're new here, welcome to Elderly Wisdom Guide, where we believe aging doesn't mean slowing down, it means getting wiser, stronger, and more intentional with how we live every single day. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a moment of insight, support, or encouragement. Because today, we're not just talking about food. We're talking about hope. We're talking about choice. We're talking about you. Let's get started. Let's start with something simple. Something red. Something most of us have eaten for years without realizing the quiet power it holds. Tomatoes. Now I want you to picture Joe. He's a retired schoolteacher. Spent his life shaping young minds, and now, in his quiet years, he's shaped a few routines of his own. Every evening, right around dinner time, Joe steps into his modest kitchen and starts simmering a pot of tomato soup. Nothing fancy. Just ripe tomatoes, a splash of olive oil, a bit of garlic, and herbs from the garden. He doesn't do it because he read some article or watched a health show. He just likes it. It makes him feel good. Warm. Grounded. But here's the thing, without even knowing it, Joe's doing something incredibly smart for his prostate. Tomatoes are loaded with a compound called lycopene, a powerful antioxidant. It's what gives tomatoes their rich red color. But more than that, it's what researchers have been studying for years as a natural shield against prostate cancer. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most people assume raw veggies are always best. Crunchy, colorful, fresh off the vine. And that's true in many cases, but not here. See, when you cook tomatoes. Whether you're making a sauce, roasting them, or slow simmering them like Joe, you're actually unlocking the lycopene. Heating them breaks down the cell walls, making that antioxidant more available for your body to absorb. So that comforting bowl of soup Joe makes? It's doing more than warming his soul. It's actively feeding his cells something protective. And the best part? This isn't complicated. It's not about expensive supplements or obscure superfoods. It's as simple as using tomato paste in your pasta sauce, blending roasted tomatoes into a smoothie, or even sipping a glass of low-sodium tomato juice a few times a week. This is the kind of change that doesn't feel like a change. It feels familiar, comfortable, sustainable. And that's what makes it powerful. But of course, tomatoes aren't the only everyday hero sitting quietly in your kitchen. There's something even smaller. Something you might walk past in the grocery aisle without giving it a second look. Yet inside this tiny seed is a mighty force of health, especially for men over 50. Flax seeds. Now think of David. He's 67. A retired electrician who likes his routines. He doesn't read every headline about men's health. He doesn't go around preaching the benefits of superfoods. But every morning, without fail, he scoops a spoonful of ground flaxseed onto his warm bowl of oatmeal. He doesn't do it for show. It's quiet, simple, intentional. He may not talk about prostate health over coffee with his friends, but with that one small act every morning, David is making a wise, protective choice for his body, his future, and his peace of mind. You see, flax seeds may be tiny, but they're packed with something powerful. They're one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation in the body, an important factor when we talk about cancer prevention. But it doesn't stop there. Flax seeds also contain compounds called lignans, plant-based nutrients that have shown the ability to slow down or block the growth of certain types of cancer cells, including those in the prostate. This isn't hype. It's science slowly catching up to what nature has known all along. Now, there's a misconception I hear all the time: fats are bad. But that's not entirely true. While some fats, like the ones found in fried food and processed snacks, can harm your health, healthy fats, like those in flax seeds, actually do the opposite. They help protect you. They support your brain, your heart, and yes, your prostate. But here's the key: use ground flaxseed, not whole. Whole seeds often pass right through your body without being digested. But when they're ground, your body can absorb all those nutrients fully. Add them to your oatmeal, just like David. Or stir them into your yogurt. Blend them into a smoothie. You can even mix them into pancake batter or homemade muffins. You won't notice the taste, but your body will feel the difference. And that's what matters. Because every small choice adds up. Every spoonful, every sprinkle, every bite, it all counts. But flax seeds are just the beginning of what nature has tucked away in our everyday foods. Now, let's turn our attention to something green. Something bold. A vegetable you may have pushed to the side of your plate when you were younger. But today, it might just be your body's secret defender. Broccoli. Some love it. Some avoid it. And many of us, well, we've had a complicated relationship with it over the years. Take Robert, for example. He's 71 now. Spent most of his life turning his nose up at broccoli, said it reminded him of soggy vegetables from his school lunch tray. But one day, his daughter came over and showed him a new way to make it. Just a bit of garlic, a splash of olive oil, and a quick roast in the oven. Now, it's his favorite side dish. He doesn't eat it because some doctor told him to. He eats it because it tastes good, and, unknowingly, he's doing something incredibly smart for his prostate. You see, broccoli isn't just a green veggie, it belongs to a powerful family of plants called cruciferous vegetables, which also includes Brussels sprouts, kale, and cauliflower. But broccoli, in particular, stands out. Why? Because it's packed with a natural compound called sulforaphane. Now that might sound like something from a chemistry lab, but sulforaphane is a real gift from nature. It helps your body detoxify, flushing out harmful substances, and more importantly, it's been studied for its ability to target cancer cells, especially in the prostate. This isn't just theory. Research has shown that sulforaphane may actually slow the growth of prostate tumors and protect healthy cells in the process. But here's the catch, and the reason so many men skip it. Broccoli has a strong flavor. For some, it causes gas. It's not exactly a comfort food, especially if it's been boiled into a bland mush. But that's where a little know-how makes a big difference. Instead of boiling it into oblivion, try lightly steaming your broccoli. That keeps the nutrients intact. Then, add a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, a pinch of sea salt, maybe some garlic or turmeric. Or better yet, roast it. That brings out a natural sweetness and gives it a satisfying texture. This way, you're not just eating something healthy, you're enjoying it. You're making it part of your lifestyle, not just a chore. And remember, prostate health isn't about one magical food. It's about building daily habits that quietly support your body, one meal at a time. Now we've talked about the rich reds of tomatoes, the tiny but mighty flax seeds, and the green shield of broccoli. But what about something a little sweeter? Let's move from vegetables to berries. Because this next food often gets overlooked in conversations about men's health, but it may just be one of the most powerful allies your prostate has. Let's step into the quiet moments of the day. The kind of moments that bring a little peace after dinner, when the television hums in the background, the world slows down, and you reach for something small, but comforting. That's exactly what Frank does. He's 74. Spent most of his life working with his hands, retired now, but still sharp. Every evening, just before bed, he fixes himself a small bowl of mixed berries. Blueberries, raspberries, sometimes a few sliced strawberries. He calls it his nightcap for the soul. It's become his little ritual. A reward. A pause. But what Frank doesn't realize is that he's also giving a quiet gift to his prostate, every single night. Berries, especially the deep-colored ones, are packed with antioxidants. These are your body's little warriors. They fight off something called oxidative stress, which, over time, can damage your cells and increase the risk of diseases like cancer. Now, why is that important for men over 50? Because as we age, our body's ability to repair itself naturally starts to slow down. We're more vulnerable to inflammation, to cell damage, and to the slow buildup of harmful molecules in our tissues, including in the prostate. And this is where berries shine. They're rich in vitamin C, which supports your immune system, and they contain polyphenol, which studies have shown may help reduce the risk of certain cancers by protecting your DNA and reducing inflammation. But there's a common hesitation I hear all the time: aren't berries high in sugar? It's true, they contain sugar. But it's not the kind found in candy or soda. The sugars in berries are natural and balanced by fiber, water, and a full profile of vitamins and minerals. These sugars don't spike your blood sugar the way processed sweets do. In fact, berries have one of the lowest glycemic indexes among fruits. So don't shy away from them. And you don't have to wait for summer or shop at gourmet stores. Frozen berries are just as powerful, and often more convenient. You can keep a bag in the freezer, ready to sprinkle over your morning cereal, blend into a smoothie, or just enjoy by the handful as a refreshing evening treat. They're sweet. They're nourishing. And most importantly, they're doing something good inside your body, quietly, over time. Because every choice like this isn't just about today. It's about tomorrow, next year, and the years after that. And now, as we come to the final item on our list, let's talk about something that's been steeped in tradition, sometimes questioned, sometimes praised, but always present in our daily lives. A beverage that has stirred plenty of debate, especially among older adults. Green tea. Mr. Chang, now 74, has been drinking green tea every single morning since he was a boy. It wasn't something he thought too deeply about, it was simply tradition. His father drank it. His grandfather did too. No sugar, no frills. Just pure, simple, brewed green tea. And here's the beautiful part. At his last checkup, his doctor marveled at how steady his health had remained. Good blood pressure. Clear arteries. Strong heart. And most notably, his prostate health was excellent for his age. Coincidence? Maybe. But science suggests otherwise. You see, green tea is more than just a soothing beverage. It's packed with catechins, natural compounds that act like protectors in your body. These catechins have been shown in multiple studies to help slow the growth of prostate cancer cells, reduce inflammation, and improve overall cellular health. That's not hype. That's real, peer-reviewed science. And yet, so many people brush green tea off. They think it's only for weight loss. Or that it's a young person's drink because they saw it in a fitness ad somewhere. But that's where we get it wrong. Green tea's greatest value might be in how it helps aging cells age gracefully. It supports the body's natural defenses, gently, over time. It doesn't shock the system, it supports it. But not all green teas are created equal. If you're going to bring green tea into your life, here's the key: keep it pure. Skip the bottled versions filled with sugar or preservatives. Go for loose-leaf or high-quality tea bags. Brew it at home. Let it steep. Sip it slowly. Even 1 to 2 cups a day can make a meaningful difference. Make it a part of your morning, or enjoy it in the afternoon instead of that extra cup of coffee. And if you don't like it plain, add a slice of lemon or a touch of honey, but keep it simple. Because this isn't just about drinking tea. It's about building a ritual of care. A daily pause that reminds your body and your mind that you are worth the time, the effort, and the love. Now, you've heard about 5 powerful foods, each one with the potential to protect, nourish, and support your prostate as you age. But the real question isn't just what you eat. It's what it all means, for you, and for the men you love. Let's take a moment and talk about that. Let's take a breath here. Because we're not just talking about tomatoes or green tea anymore, are we? We're talking about something deeper. We're talking about you. Your body. Your future. Your peace of mind. And I know, facing the realities of aging, especially things like prostate cancer, it's not easy. It's not something we bring up at the dinner table or chat about with friends over coffee. It's personal. It's quiet. And sometimes, it's even a little frightening. Maybe you've noticed your body changing. Maybe you've watched a partner, a brother, or an old friend face a diagnosis that came out of nowhere. And suddenly, what used to feel far away, feels close. Too close. The truth is, none of us are invincible. And that can be a hard pill to swallow. But here's something that can change everything: knowledge. Understanding. The power of choice. Because what if, instead of fearing what might happen, you could feel prepared? What if every time you made a healthy meal, or took a walk, or poured a cup of green tea, you weren't just going through the motions, you were sending a message to your body? A message that says, I still care. I still have purpose. I still matter. Because you do. These 5 foods we've talked about, they're not magical cures. But they are tools. Simple, everyday tools that can gently support your health, quietly, consistently, meaningfully. So let's reframe this, together. This isn't about fear. It's about preparedness. It's about love, love for yourself, and for the people who want to see you thrive for years to come. And if you're wondering where to start, don't overthink it. You don't need to overhaul your kitchen or make 5 changes overnight. Just start with 1. 1 new food on your plate this week. 1 conversation with someone you trust. 1 small decision that says, I'm still in control of my health. Because aging doesn't mean fading. It means growing. Growing wiser. more intentional, more in tune with what your body needs. You're not too late. You're not too old. And you're certainly not alone. There's so much you can still do, so much life to protect, to enjoy, to share. So keep going. Keep choosing. And above all, keep hoping. Because every bite, every step, every choice you make in this season of life is a step toward strength, peace, and a future filled with dignity. And that's what we're here for. That's what Elderly Wisdom Guide is all about. So, let's take a moment to gently go back over what we've learned today. 5 foods. Just 5. But each one holds something powerful, something your body recognizes, welcomes, and uses to help protect you as the years go by. We started with tomatoes, rich in lycopene, especially when cooked. That humble tomato soup or pasta sauce. It's doing more good than you might have realized. Then came flax seeds, tiny but mighty. Full of healthy fats and plant nutrients that fight inflammation and support prostate health in quiet, consistent ways. Next, we turned to broccoli, the green giant of detox support. Just a few florets, steamed or roasted, can introduce cancer-fighting compounds into your diet every single week. And then there were berries, nature's sweet medicine. Full of antioxidants, helping to reduce stress on your cells and brighten both your plate and your body's defenses. Finally, we sipped on green tea. An ancient beverage with modern benefits. A simple cup in the morning or evening, doing so much behind the scenes to support your health. 5 foods. 5 steps forward. Simple changes. Big meaning. Now let me ask you something from the heart. Have you already been eating any of these? Or maybe you've just now discovered one you're curious about. Which of these 5 are you ready to try? Share it with me down in the comments. I'd truly love to hear what spoke to you. Not just as a content creator, but as someone who walks this path of aging and awareness right alongside you. And if this video resonated with you, even just one part, please take a moment to give it a like. It really helps more folks like us find this kind of thoughtful, caring content. And if you're new here, or if you've been watching quietly for a while, consider subscribing to Elderly Wisdom Guide. This space is your space. No judgment. No pressure. Just a supportive hand as you navigate the years ahead with purpose, strength, and a whole lot of wisdom. We talk about aging. We talk about health. But most importantly, we talk about you, your choices, your voice, your journey. So, thank you. Truly. For spending this time with me. Whether you're watching this for yourself, your partner, or a loved one, you're doing something powerful, you're choosing to care. And that makes all the difference. Remember this. It's never too late to take care of yourself. It's never too late to make a change. And it's never too late to live with strength, awareness, and peace. Until next time, stay strong. Stay wise. And I'll see you in the next video.